He is the co-host of Everyday Food and the host of Everyday Baking on PBS, and he's back to teach us a lunchbox favorite as we gear up to head back to school.
That's right. John Barricelli is the author of the SoNo Baking Company cookbook, and he is back with another sweet treat for us. Welcome back, John.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you. Now tell us what you're making again today.
It's the basic chocolate pudding, but I was thinking last night of what to make from the book, and it always strikes me that people buy that little box with all the food color in it, and it's amazing what's in those little simple boxes. So we wanted to show you how to make a nice all-natural version of something, and usually you have all these ingredients in the kitchen.
And if you don't, you buy them from the farmer's market.
There you go.
Right, and you're saying this is just as easy as opening up the box of pudding mix, and healthier, much healthier.
Well, it's not any healthier or less healthier. Oh, it's definitely healthier in the sense that you're not getting modified food starches, you're not getting food colors, you're not getting any of that other funk. Read the back of a label, and you'll see what you're not getting. You're getting sugar, yes, there's cornstarch, and there's a cocoa powder, whole milk, whole fresh eggs, not dried eggs. Here we have milk and a little bit of half and half, and then we're going to finish it with some bittersweet chocolate and some pure butter.
Yes.
So what is inedible here, and what wouldn't you give to your child? Right. So this is how I look at things.
So you start out with the milk and the half and half.
Right, and what we're doing is I'm just trying to get used to your stove here.
Let me tell you something. We've been trying to get used to it since the first day we aired. Trust me.
So I'm going to watch this very carefully because it really does come up very quickly.
Okay. And you're putting us to work over here.
Right. We have eight egg yolks. You're going to put in 1/3 of a cup of sugar.
Okay. 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Okay. All right. Are we all set here?
Yeah.
About there? Okay.
And you can see how fast that comes up.
Do you want me to keep whisking this so that it doesn't burn?
But Desiree's going to need her whisk also.
Okay. Oh, I am the queen of whisking.
Whisk.
They know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then 1/3 of a cup of cocoa.
Cocoa. Ooh, fresh cocoa. Love it. Okay.
Just make sure you don't breathe that in. Hold on a second. And 3/4 of a cup of milk.
Milk. And can we get a shot of this? I mean,
yeah.
How
Smith's
much?
Farm.
I mean, really?
It's the best.
It is the best kind of milk, don't you think?
That's all we
love
drink at home.
Okay.
And then this is the thickener. This is the cornstarch. You're going to put in 4.5 tablespoons of this.
And is that basically what cornstarch is for, to just thicken it up?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's not one of these overproduced or high-tech, what they call modified food starches. It's cornstarch, and now you're just going to try to get as many lumps out as possible.
Oh, I don't know. I'm a little worried.
Now this comes up to a boil so fast that...
You got it.
And you don't want to try too hard. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm just going to start feeding you...
You see the consistency?
Okay.
So here, you
Now
see?
I am watching this. I'm impressed.
You're going to want to go slow because you don't want to burn any of us.
Okay.
Okay, so just to get the temperature of what you're mixing over there, you want to raise that temperature so when you drop the eggs into here, they don't scramble. We call that tempering.
Okay.
It's a very simple process.
Okay.
So,
simple. I love how you say that.
all right, and then
when John's in the kitchen with us, it's simple.
Exactly.
He can talk us through it.
Okay. Now this is the most important part.
Okay.
Okay.
I always put it through a strainer.
Why?
Just to catch any of those lumps that may be in there, and you'll see at the end. You see that? Some of the cocoa doesn't dissolve, but that's what's going to give you that ultra smooth chocolate pudding. You can see it's just a little bit, even a little bit of the egg. You know that little white thing that's in there?
Right.
That little bit of that.
It's going to smooth all that out.
And then you'll see how fast this comes back.
Are you smelling that?
It's really just like making chocolate milk at this point, except for the fact that you have that cornstarch in there. But you can see that it comes very thick here, but really what's going to give it its texture is all of this bittersweet chocolate and the butter.
Which, by the way, can I just steal a couple from you guys? I cannot be near chocolate
and
without eating.
These are available in your supermarket. I mean,
what is the consistency you're going for here, then? Because as it's heating up and as you're beating it, it's getting thicker and thicker.
Cornstarch activates at about 180 to 192, somewhere in there. So you just want to make sure that you have a full boil in the center. And
I think that one almost flew right by me, John. Like a little burn marked by my forehead. Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Wow. I love that.
You can see. All right. And then we're going to get it into the bowl of a standing mixer. Now, if you didn't have a standing mixer, you could do this by hand, this part.
Okay.
You just want to get the chocolate in and the butter.
You want that whipped consistency.
Exactly. And what
this is quick, though.
We're doing two things. We're cooling it down.
Okay.
And we're making a nice, what we call an emulsification. An emulsification.
But it's also warm enough that the chocolate is going to melt when you put it in there.
Oh, yeah. Start feeding it. You can go ahead, Sonia. Get all the chocolate in there. And about 3 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you the tablespoons.
Now, listen, tell us quickly about everyday baking And Everyday Food, your show's on PBS.
Everyday.
What are we doing? Three tablespoons?
You could just eye it. It's
okay. It's about right here.
I love how you say just eye it. Like
that's why Sonia's on this side, okay?
Listen, when I worked in the South, the chef would come by with a big spoon of butter, and he said, "That's what it's missing, a spoonful of butter." And he never said it was 3 tablespoons. Yeah. So, and you can see what that chocolate just did to that. Look at how rich and luscious that looks. And then as it cools and that butter melts and the chocolate, it all comes together, and it just makes the most fantastic.
We can't wait to try it because this presentation is just beautiful, as always.
Very simple presentation. But getting back to your question
tell us about the shows.
Everyday Food and Everyday Baking are both Martha Stewart productions. She does a great job, very high-class productions, usually shot in HD TV. Very clear, and it's very basic. The recipes are something that, again, you should have these ingredients in your house. We try to simplify it and make it healthy, quick, and for the working person.
Something that everybody can make, something that you won't be afraid to make at home.
And more importantly, we really try to get kids involved. Like, all the recipes are so kid-friendly, and that's what I love about it.
And especially in your book. Your book, it's coming out in March of 2010.
Yep, March
The SoNo
9th.
Baking Company Cookbook. Is it all desserts and sweet stuff and breads? And
There's breads, there's savory, there's quiches, tomato tarts. I mean, we really have a nice...
And go ahead and bread, John. Be excited because you said earlier there's going to be how many recipes in there, and they're going to be all pictures.
There's about 140 recipes, and there's 110.
Oh my gosh!
Should I get one for John?
Yeah, get one for John.
I'll have one.
I'll put the spoons inside for us.
I was making this last night,
and we'll give it the taste test.
And Veronica said, how come you never make me chocolate pudding? You know it's my favorite.
Oh, you have to bring some
We will have it for you. How about that?
Cheers, yes.
So here.
Cheers.
Now, how's the consistency? Is it like the box?
Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable.
I'm just going to keep eating. In the meantime,
wow.
Listen, if you'd like more information, of course, on the SoNo Baking Company, you want to try this recipe, all you got to do is come to our website.
WTNH.com, click on the Connecticut Style link. John Barricelli.